since I've been on this platform. This is so weird. It's been like, 10 months, I think? Yeah, 10 months. If you're watching this live, which I don't think anyone's watching this live. Maybe one person. I don't know. But if anyone's watching this live, then hello. And good on you for staying connected. And I thank you for that. But if you are watching the VOD, also thank you for staying engaged. But if you're watching this on YouTube, then hello also. Goodness, what to talk about? Well, it's 2026. We are back to streaming. But why did I drop off the face of the earth? Well, if you have followed my platform for any amount of time, you know that I am a journalist here in North Carolina, in Charlotte specifically, and my job is pretty demanding at times. And let's just say in 2025, my job changed a lot, in a way I was not really expecting. And because of that, I had to cut back on streaming almost entirely. The last thing I did on here was play The Sims, and it was the Heck House, if you have not seen it. Oh my gosh, new microphone, by the way. But the Heck House was a reality show type game that I created for The Sims, and it was so fun playing that. And I was basically editing recap videos, short versions of each episode that I played. The last one I had edited before I went dark on Twitch was parts 1 through 3. I still had 3 other videos to recap. But I submitted that on the day of my flight to Orlando, Florida, on my birthday last year, to go see my friend and also go to Disney World and basically have a good 31st birthday. And it was. And basically, it was so fun, and I enjoyed being outside so much that I was like, I want to do more of that. So I didn't spend 2025 traipsing around and traveling or anything like that, but I did get more involved in the real world. I invested in in-person friendships here in Charlotte. I went to church consistently, strengthened my faith, which was a very important part of last year because it helped me get through a very tough couple of seasons at work in a way that streaming could not help with. Which, when I joined streaming and when I started streaming, it was, if you think about it, in 2020, it was my escape from not just work, but an outlet during COVID-19. And then whenever I started up again in 2024, it was to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but also, I had just moved here, and I was also looking for an outlet. Well, by 2025, I was, pretty settled into my new city, new apartment, things like that. But, things were changing a lot on the outside. And I was trying to stream and not really, I guess when there was a lot of pressure on the outside with my job, with life things, streaming was no longer the only thing that could help. And then it almost became another way that I was getting burnt out because I was trying to stick to a schedule. I was trying to, stream at certain times of the day because, I was I will probably get more views at this time of the day, or I have to make sure I'm not canceling all the time. and it kind of sucked the fun out of playing video games for me. So yeah, a big part of why I dropped off the face of the earth is because of my job got a little bit more demanding. Real life issues were happening that streaming just could not solve and could not take me out of. And I was being a little bit too stringent on myself when it came to streaming. It was becoming like not a fun creative thing anymore. And so I had to overhaul like the reason why I wanted to stream, and then I also had to rethink how I was going to do it. So fast forward to 2026. Hello. I'm not going to promote my stream times anymore, and I'm not going to have a schedule anymore. That is because I'm not doing this to please anyone, and I don't have to do this anymore. Like, it's not something that I feel like I need to lean on in order to keep myself busy or to escape from work. 2025, I spent a lot of time, doing things to work on myself and, become a person that's able to sit with their feelings, sit with hard things, pray and turn to my faith as well whenever things get hard. And so I have real life tools, thanks to the Lord and therapy, to be able to deal with stuff. So because of that, now I can fully enjoy just playing video games. And for a long time, I was playing this game in the corner, Infinity Nikki, and it's just what I needed to enjoy playing games again, just for the joy of playing games. Like, instead of trying to accomplish some great goal, I was just playing this cozy open world game where the stakes were low, and it was just so much fun. And I still play it now, and I really love it. And I almost play it too much, because you have to log into it to you have to log in, and in a way you don't log in, but every day you log in or open the game, you get rewards and stuff. And so it's become oh my gosh, I missed my reward for today because I didn't log in for a 5th day in a row. But anyway, all that to say that in 2026, which by the way is my last full year here in Charlotte that I know of, 2027, I don't know what's gonna happen, but that is when my contract is officially up. And so I wanted to enjoy my last year here, kind of balancing all the things I love. And one of those is streaming and playing games, but just for the fun of it and to have a creative outlet. Because if there's anything that I found out that I enjoyed the most about streaming as of late, at least when I was recently doing it, is editing. Honestly, the funny highlights or recap videos. Because I'm able to use the editing skills that I use for work, and then also it's just fun to be creative in that way as well. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're not promoting streams anymore. I'm just going to hop on whenever I want. If it's 5 a.m, I'm going to hop on, because sometimes I wake up really early on a Saturday morning because of my job, and I want to play and I want to stream. And it's you know what? Who cares? Whoever tunes in, tunes in. Whoever hops into the chat, hops into the chat. But I'm not gonna hold myself to it or plan out, this is when I'm going to stream each week. And kind of just let my day-to-day and week-to-week be fluid. But we are going to do a lot of post-production. So you can expect more social media content, you can expect more YouTube videos, and YouTube is going to be the main platform to catch streams if you miss them. A big part of that is because I forgot to mention that Twitch did implement something. I forgot when they did it. either end of 2024 or early 2025, they implemented where you can only have a certain amount of storage of like saved clips, highlights, videos. Like you have a set amount of storage and then everything else must go. So I spent a lot of time uploading like everything I wanted to save to YouTube. And right now I just have like a certain amount of videos on there, like the most recent streams and things that aren't taking up a whole lot of space. But VODs aren't gonna live on there anymore, at least not a whole bunch. And we're just uploading to YouTube because Twitch decided to change it up. So yeah, let me go to, I've spent a lot of time yapping, but I want to go to my other screen, which is my in-game screen. So you'll notice full screen, no more chat. I'm sorry, it is no longer a thing because I'm tired. I'm tired of managing the chat, okay? I'm going to obviously see if anyone is chatting, but in terms of like the on-screen chat, it was starting to mess up. It was starting to mess up. So it was through stream elements that I was doing like a chat box that would like automatically pop up and I'd have prompts and commands and things like that. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of it not working and I never figured out how to fix it. So, because it was like going out of the bounds of like the box that I set for. It was one of these little web boxes. I'm tired of managing it. So that's over. I do have another screen that is a is it an in-game screen that's like a full screen with, you know, the game display. And then I also have like a little promo down here instead of the chat. And then social media. So that's another thing. My Twitter account, which I have not tweeted in a millennium. I renamed it though, in case I do want to share videos on there again. I made it synonymous with my Instagram name. So it's Destiny Rich Games. And then my Twitch and my YouTube, I'm advertising the YouTube because, again, we're going to post the VODs on YouTube more frequently, post shorts probably, highlight videos, things like that. We're going to do more post-production than promotion in this new season of streaming, okay? So if you want to catch the stream, great. But I'm going to be streaming at all sorts of hours. And I'm going to lean more into posting the video content on social media, even if that means I don't stream again for a while because I'm working on, you know, a social media video. Then so be it. But I'm going to try to do more of like posting stuff in between the streaming instead of streaming as much as possible, promoting the stream each week. That was starting to make me burn out because I had to live up to that commitment of when I was going to be on Twitch. But I'm not going to do that anymore. So we are going to, because this box is like smaller and it doesn't like give you the full experience, I'm only going to use this box sometimes. But for the most part, we're going to have this, as long as I'm not blocking anything. So yeah, that's my whole spiel. I got a new microphone because if you saw my previous setup, this is the only thing that's changed. My previous setup, I was using a light stand and I had a microphone that was like tied to it. I still have that microphone, but the light stand, I had like an extra light, like the one that I have up here. And I gave it to a friend who was starting a podcast, or she was still podcasting, but I gave it to her just so she could, level up the podcast. And I was like, now I don't have anything to put that microphone on. It's like a desk microphone with like a little tripod. So I was like, you know what? Let me level up my microphone game. And now we have this one, which I love. I'm still figuring out how it works, so bear with me if things sound too loud or too quiet, or if there's reverb. Apparently I can do reverb. Hello. We are back to streaming in 2026. Let's go. New microphone. But I'm not going to use it. There's also like a noise gate thing that I can do, but I don't really like how it sounds. But I feel like this microphone does pretty well at blocking out any like white, brown, green noise in my apartment. And it's pretty quiet right now, so we're good. But obviously this is a test run. If anything goes wrong, it's been some time, okay? So bear with me. But yeah, if you're here on Twitch, hello. And if you catch me on Twitch live, hello. If you're watching a VOD, then hello as well. But YouTube, you'll probably be the main audience that I cater to going forward, just because I'm just going to be streaming at different weird times, and we're going to focus more on what we upload to YouTube for posterity. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, maybe wondering, is she going to play a game? What game